Once you've established a fitness base, it's time to introduce some interval training into your schedule. There are 5 components that make up a training program. Number 1, short, fast speed work to improve training efficiency. So for my interval training, I do 6 times 800 metres with 2-minute recoveries in between. That means running at about 85% capacity, 6 times 800. So the other one is short interval training. Now this is all about leg speed and efficiency. 12 times 200 metres with again a 2-minute pause in between your intervals. So number 3 is long interval training, between 2 and 6 minutes to increase your VO2 max. So number 4 are long runs to build endurance, slow to medium speed. Number 5 are easy recovery days. They shouldn't be too long or too hard. The idea here is to allow you to do maximum effort on the other days. So just get out there and have some fun. But be very careful because you'll be prone to injuries and strains at this time. And remember, limit your interval training to maybe twice a week maximum. This week's benefit of being healthy and fit is increased confidence.
By looking after yourself and prioritising your health, you can raise your inner confidence and self-esteem.
When you're putting the effort into looking after yourself, you feel good, you look good, and it offers great peace of mind because you know your body's in top shape and can cope with daily stresses.
Me whakapau kaha ki a koe anō, me mātua whaia tō hauora nā hau te whiwhi.
This is Wendy from the Shoe Clinic. Wendy, what do you do when a customer comes into the shop?
Well, the first thing we need to do is assess what type of shoe they're looking for.
Yep.
What type of activity are they doing?
So we've got different types of shoes available, from running shoes. What else have you got in your line?
We also carry walking shoes, cross-training shoes for people doing various activities at once, trail running shoes, and kids shoes.
So Wendy, how important is it to match the sport with the correct shoe?
It's actually really important, Lisa, because if they're not in the correct shoe for what they're doing, a couple things can happen. Number 1 being they could get injured in their shoes and sport that they're doing, or the other thing is that the shoe could just not wear. And I mean, shoes are really an investment, so they might not get a longer life out of them.
Right, well let's go and have a look at some of the shoes that are available in your range. So we're at a cross-training section. What does cross-training shoes do?
Well, cross trainers are basically a jack of all trades. So it's for somebody who wants to do lots of different activity and have one shoe to do everything. So it might be somebody who might spend a couple of days at the gym doing aerobics, but also want to go out and do some running, walking. So here it covers all your bases.
So it's a jack of all trades.
Yeah, it doesn't specialize in anything in particular, so but allows you to do everything.
So next up we've got tennis shoes or court shoes.
These are for people who are very much into a particular activity. So people who are playing tennis, it is ideal to have a specific tennis shoe. It will last a lot longer and support the foot for the start and stop motion that they're doing.
Right.
With netball, same sort of thing, but there are specific netball shoes depending on the type of player that they are.
Women's running, my area of expertise. Let's have a look at the running shoes. You know, does somebody who's running 200 Ks like me need a different shoe than somebody who's just starting out and doing their first 5K run?
Well, basically, when people come in to see us, we're treating everybody individually. We want to know their history, what sort of training they've already been doing, maybe what injuries they've been dealing with, what surfaces they're on, that sort of thing. Also, what brands maybe have worked for them best in the past. But the biggest thing when we fit out shoes is assessing their individual feet. So things like their foot shape, also their support needs, so you know, how much flexibility they have going on in their feet, and getting them into a shoe that's going to support them through their training and prevent chances of injury.
So that's really, really important stuff to know, and getting the right shoe for the right thing here.
Absolutely. You can get lucky and pick a shoe off the wall and it can fit you perfectly, but a lot of times you can pick a shoe off the wall and it feels really good in the shop, but you get out there training and it's just not working.
Just not right, and I've been there and done that. So Wendy, these two shoes look the same, but one is a running shoe and one's a trail running shoe. What's the difference?
Well, a trail shoe we would put on somebody's foot, somebody who's doing 60% or more of their running off the road. So grass, trails, mud, that sort of thing. You have more traction on your off-road conditions, so you're going to get better grip. The sole is going to wear better in those harsh conditions, and it's a little bit firmer, basically to last in off-road conditions.
Are they a lot heavier, the trail running shoes?
They are a little bit heavier, although the brands are starting to get a little bit more innovative and get them a little bit lighter for you.
Buying a pair of shoes can be really costly, but it's a worthwhile investment to prevent any injuries.
Absolutely. When you go and look for your running shoes, make sure you go somewhere where people can walk you through the features and benefits and get something specific to your foot type. And ideally, offer a guarantee. Here at the Shoe Clinic, we give you 30 days. You can go try your shoes out, make sure they're working for you. But if they're not, you bring them back and we either give you a refund or we swap you into something else.
There you go, whānau. That's a really good deal.